Hello to my Cancers. All right, Cancers, let's get you ready for this partial solar eclipse on the 29th, the same day as the new moon. New moons, just in general, is really a time for you to allow your body to reset, right? Just get your bodies an opportunity to sync with the rhythms of the moon. That's just in general, right? But with a solar eclipse, and it's going to be a partial solar eclipse on the 29th of March, it's going to be a new moon in Aries. And Aries is ruled by the Tower card, Mars, right? So that's going to cause an upheaval all into itself anyway, because it's new you, right? You're a receiving sign. You're a cardinal sign like Aries is, but you're a receiving sign. And Aries rules first house. So people are going to notice some personality changes. They're going to notice temperament, appearance, self-image, first impression, self-awareness, outlook on life. They're going to notice some differences, right? It's going to shock some people, may cause an upheaval with some people, whatever, right? Your sign rules fourth house. So fourth house is family, home life, sense of security, ancestry, self-care, tradition, inner emotions. That's the maternal part of ourselves, figures, pets. Some of your pets may even notice, like, oop, like Scooby Doo. But anyway, so sources that get your rest, allow your body to sync with the rhythms of the moon. But it's going to be some good changes for you. For you, your confidence level may actually increase, right, in a good way. And people are going to jump to some conclusions about some things. New people coming into your life may gravitate towards this energy, but for you, you may actually feel good. May kind of bring you out of your hermit shell a little bit. Your confidence level increasing. It'll feel good for you. It'll feel more balanced out, though. Let's get into it, Cancer. Let's go. See what's in your cards. All right, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get 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 into it. All right, let's go. So attract good fortune, Psalm 74, verses 16 and 17 on paper, and keep the talisman beside the bed and read 3 times upon rising. Righty. Psalm 74. So somebody's trying to attract good fortune. I love it. You all are the money and the mother sign of the Zodiac, right? You can go check it out if you like. Let's get into getting a number, because a lot of people like all kinds of signs and wonders. We're closing out a cycle. When you watch this video, the moon will be in Capricorn. Capricorn is your polarity sign, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It's the world card. And so a lot of you all have been all over. Some of you all are are kind of learning how to fulfill your purpose, or finding out what your purpose is. Capricorn rules 10th house, North Node, right? And so some of you all are just finding out what your North Node is, finding out what your inner calling is. And so that's going to shock some people, that you're finding out that you now know what your calling is, your life's purpose is, and you're actually operating in your North Node. And that's what's going to shock some people. Here it is, inner power, unlock your potential. That's right, 5, right? You have an innate spiritual understanding of some things, right? Of the material world. There it is. Remember, the other side of that is High Priestess, right? This is the Hierophant here. And so 1-1. So there's going to be 2 energies in your life who are, it's going to shock some energies. It's going to confuse some energies who already have a disorganized mind, who have been trying to confuse you, that you have accepted your High Priestess gifts. Yep, and you're tapped into your inner power. Unlock your potential. Your angels call upon you to think of something that you're scared to do and consider doing it. It's time to have confidence in the parts of yourself you feel are weak, and there is a supportive angelic energy on your side. Reflect on what you feel you can't get because of a lack of confidence in life. So asking for a raise, making a friendship closer, taking that new class, the time to go for it is now. Yeah. Yep. Time to go for it is now. You have this inner power. Yeah, unlocking your potential. There it is. There it is, there it is, there it is. I love it. All right, Cancers. All right. Don't fall for the bait. Some energies want to bait you into something. They definitely want to bait you into some things, but you will not fall for the bait. Some energies want to, like they want to have a warm conversation with you about some things. Don't fall for the bait. Don't fall for the bait. Yeah. At this point, your intuition is so heightened. Your intuition is so heightened, it's not even funny, because you all are the I feel sign. You know what I'm saying, Cancers? It's like your intuition is so heightened. People have a feeling that you're closing out a cycle and you're not including them anymore, whoever they are. And everybody knows that we have a solar eclipse coming up, because why? It's all over the news, it's everywhere, right? And people are starting to do more reading on solar eclipse. People may not know this, a partial solar eclipse. So solar eclipses in general marks the time of a cycle. And then the new cycle is amplified form, like giving us a supercharged new moon. So it's like a supercharged new you, but it's in Aries, in the zodiac sign Aries. And Aries is ruled by the Tower card. So it's a super new you, right? So here we have, and you out here winning. Yeah, and people are feeling it. People are feeling that you're out here winning. They don't know what you're winning at, but they feel it. So you could be at a crossroad trying to make a decision about some things. And so you want to tap into this inner power. So we got this number, 567. 7 is closure. And when I say you winning, 7 is the Chariot card. That's efforts being rewarded, and you're already victorious. Yeah, people feel you out here winning. There's another sign. 7 and 4 is 11. 11 symbolizes light. It's a master number. It means you're getting off the fence. You've already gone through a dark night of the soul, right? You're stepping into the light. All these signs all around you, right? There's a number 5 right there. You can stay at that pivotal point in your life, or you can step into the light. You have already been enlightened. There it is, High Priestess. Talking to men and women Cancers. You have already been enlightened. Yep, somebody has already been an open book because of the way that they act. A younger person around you has been an open book. Has given you a whole lot of ideas about a lot of things, right? Here's a Page of Swords here. Their energy has given you a whole lot of ideas about a whole lot of things, right? Yeah, so, yeah, here's the Hangman here. So there's a young person in your presence that you've been getting a lot of downloads about. You have psychic abilities, by the way. Somebody has psychic abilities. You may have been at a crossroad about some energies. But you not only have psychic abilities, about 2 energies in particular. It could be about a couple. It could be about a married couple. Or you're wondering if they were married, or, they could be a karmic couple. One could come across as being light. The other one could be dark. I'm not talking about skin color, so we're crystal clear. I mean, one could seem like they are, and when I say karmic couple, one could seem like they are enlightened. One could seem like they're not enlightened. Like one could seem like they're in the dark about something, and one could seem like they're not in the dark about something, right? One could be pretending like they're oblivious, and one could seem like they are fully aware of something, right? But make no mistake about it, they're both aware, right? So Source is saying to you, they're using somebody who has given them ideas about you, just so we're crystal clear. So there's three energies in this, just so we're crystal clear. So somebody has given two people ideas about you, okay? So whether they chose to be, so even if it's let's say it's a little kid, has given them ideas. And these two energies, let's say you have a child with a person, and the person is with someone. They could be married to somebody, right? And let's say the child is completely oblivious to what these two adults are doing. Let's say it's a little kid and they are oblivious to what's happening here, right? Then you are going to have to, just with your intuition, going to have to be very careful about what you're sharing with this little kid, okay? Because they're totally oblivious to what's happening. They have a feeling with their, kids are closer to pure consciousness, but they feel like they're walking on eggshells, and just their behavior around you is alerting you to something. You may not know what it is, but it's giving you all of these light bulb ideas that something is going on, but you're not sure what it is. And if you're waiting for them to tell you exactly what is going on, they may not know. They really may not know. So you getting frustrated and thinking that they're intentionally not telling you anything, they could put their hand on a Bible and not know. And they could be telling you the truth, the honest truth. They may not know. So you getting frustrated is a complete waste of energy. So don't be your own enemy. And I'm talking about the seventh house, since Venus is retrograde. Venus is the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, and aesthetics. Source is saying to you, Venus rules Libra and Taurus. Source is saying to you, Venus is the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, and aesthetics. Venus is letting me know that Venus is saying that somebody's ex, whether it's your ex or somebody else's ex, it could have been somebody you were married to, somebody you were in a relationship with, a partnership with, business contract with. Somebody has some kind of inner desire, but somebody sees you as an enemy. Don't be an enemy to yourselves, Cancer, by you being oblivious to all the signs that's sitting right in your face as a high priestess. You have already gone through a dark night of the soul to know to guard your tongue around somebody who is communicating with you. Now we're talking about Mercury retrograde. You slow down and learn the lesson to how people communicate with you and what they're not saying to you. That's how you're getting the message. So that's how you use Venus and Mercury retrograde. You slow down, right? Don't be an enemy to yourself. Don't hang yourself out to dry by not catching the message. Use your inner power. Unlock your potential. That's how you're attracting good fortune. You're fortunate, first of all, in knowing your self-worth. That's second house. That's right, knowing your self-worth, right? You're fortunate that somebody is trying to tell you by their body language, them walking on eggshells around you, very nervous around you by their body language, that something is going on. So that's what's happening here. Yeah. That there is a man and a woman that are your enemies. There's a man and a woman that's your enemies. Right? And they're looking for money. They are looking for money from you. And they're looking for big money from you. So be careful about being an open book, is what they're saying. Be very careful, because you're giving them a lot of ideas. You are giving them a lot of ideas. Because they know that you attract good fortune, Cancers. They know that you attract good fortune. They know that you attract good fortune, right? So take the blindfolds off. Your third eye is open. They are in this person's ear. They're in this young person's ear trying to get a lot of information from you. They said a lot of things to this young person, and that's why they're on eggshells. So whenever this young person is talking to you, they're not being honest with you because they've already been warned. A lot of hurtful things have been said about you. Yeah. They're trying to build a very rich legacy off of your back, Cancer. Because people know that you're a money magnet. And by the way, for some of you all, not everybody, this is somebody that either is your blood relative, it could be somebody's cousin, this could be somebody's sibling, this can be somebody that's like a family member to you. Yeah, while you're in hermit mode. So while you're in hermit mode, who has always wanted to be in your position. They've always wanted to be in your position. That is willing to sacrifice you. They've always wanted to sacrifice. They like literally wanted to be in your position. Has always wanted to be in your position since childhood. Always wanted to be in your position since childhood. So this would have been you in the family, right? And this would have been them in the background. So, yeah. So this would have been, so if they weren't able to swap destinies with you all, that's what Source is saying. Take off the blindfolds. If somebody is real nervous around you because they weren't able to swap destinies with you all, Cancers. Yeah. So, yeah, because you're too high vibrational for that. So sit yourself on the throne. Like I said, somebody is, like I said, you don't be your own worst enemy. Don't be your own worst enemy. Somebody is even willing to be talked down to. That's the thing. You're not willing to be talked down to, even in hermit mode. So somebody make a decision to vibrate. Like I said, you've already made enough sacrifices, even in hermit mode. So some kind of a partnership in business and partnership in love is coming across your path. You're unlocking your potential and you're attracting good fortune. So this is what's coming across your path. You have big money coming across your path. That's one. Whatever anxiety you may have been going through, as far as this person is concerned, this person who's been an open book, this is coming to an end because their third eye is now open. They're starting to wake up themselves to what's happening, that you have made a lot of sacrifices because you're so high vibrational. So they're learning their worth and their value because you are, like I said before, you are not going to be talked down to at all, right? Because you've unlocked your potential and you're on top of everything. See, you're on top of the wheel. This is you. You're on top of everything. Like they like, how in the heck does Cancer know all of this? Because you're like, you've accepted your gifts. See, when you talk to them, you're not even hiding anything. You're not even hiding anything. They're going to wonder, how in the world? See, they were blindsided by, they were blindsided by these two energies right here. But you're so high vibrational and things coming through the air, they won't even, the reason why, because you have so much wealth of knowledge, you have physical information. It's not even like you talking off the top of your head. That's why you got the 5 right here. 5 is hierophant, meaning that you have physical information. That would be literally like you saying, let's say for instance, you found out 2 of your colleagues was the reason for why you got demoted at work, or you got called into a manager's office for being reprimanded or whatever, right? And it was so secret, like nobody in the office knew, like literally nobody in the office knew. But somehow And this is not even, there's no such thing as coincidence, right? You kind of had a feeling like, okay, this is just too weird, right? But somehow some information came across your desk, but like physical information came across your desk. Literally, like somebody was like, okay, that's just really foul. That's messed up. Okay. Somebody had to get you some information. Like Source put it on somebody's heart to literally put proof on your desk. Like somebody snapped a picture and put a picture of these two colleagues walking into an office together with a time and date stamp on your desk in an envelope. So you have physical evidence of something, right? So this person here is still walking on eggshells around you. And they were blindsided by something that they heard, right? They blindsided by something that they heard, that you were going to be sacrificed just so these two could be together and so they can make big money, because this one right here always wanted to be in your spot, right? Except it didn't go down like that because you're too high vibrational, right? And then in between all of this information falls on your desk. So this one comes back around, and while this one is still walking on eggshells, you got the envelope in your hand, and they looking like, well, what's that? This is the envelope right here. And so you say, is there anything you want to say? Anything you want to share? And they go, because they nervous as I don't know what they are nervous. They say, okay, well, you don't have to share anything. How about I share? And you show them the envelope. It's like, you know what? You don't have to share anything because I already know what position you're in. You don't have to share anything. I'll share. Bam. There it is. You make the decision to share. You're the one that's the initiator. You share. That way, like I said before, you're unlocking your potential, your inner power. So it puts a decision in their hands and lets them know, hey, listen, know your worth and know your value. You already knew. You just had to wait for something to come your way. It gives them the power to make a decision and lets the tower fall on those two. There it is, tower. It really empowers those energies to walk away. Here we have that walk away from these two karmics. Because you've already walked away from these karmics. Yeah. It walks away from these two karmics that thought that they had the power to create a major loss between you and your person. They thought they had the power to cause a major loss between you and your person. And you and your person, it could be you and your spouse, you and your partner, you and somebody took your power back unapologetically. Inner power. You slide the envelope to the person. You tell them, just open up the envelope. They sitting there with their mouths swung wide open. And you got King of Pentacles worth of information in there. No judgment. You're not judging anybody. That just lets you know how obsessed these energies are with you and how obsessed they've been. Then you tell them, listen, make a decision right now to take your power back, or you taking your power back from all of them. You're not playing games. It's a whole new you. Y'all not on the same frequency. You too high vibrational. You don't have to cuss people out. You don't have to go off. You don't have to threaten people. None of that. You too classy for that low vibrational mess. You have too much physical evidence. Too much. You got King of Pentacles worth of, they too sneaky. These energies are sneaky. They always been sneaky. They on the same frequency. This is somebody that you considered as family. This is somebody you considered as family. They low vibration. They always wanted to be in your position. And they can have it because Source is already rewarding you. Source is already rewarding you. You on top. When I say you on top of this wheel, it's not even funny you on top of this wheel. And you're divinely protected. And it's causing an upheaval. These energies is exposed. These right here. These two cards right here, they're in a karmic cycle. Their karma began the day that they decided to betray you. Their karma, it began the day they decided to betray you. They crossed a big line. And so who knows how long, their karma is going to be going for a long time. You already moved on. You're not even in the karmic cycle. So a light has already been shown on something. You're not even in the karmic cycle. You have the whole world in front of you. You and somebody have the whole world in front of you. Somebody is about to be relieved. I'm telling you, somebody is about to be relieved. They're going to be like, oh my God. I didn't know. I thought somebody going to feel like they almost had a heart attack. So if it's your spouse, if it's your spouse or your significant other, they're going to almost feel like it's about time you as a Cancer finally spoke up. Like finally, because I feel like somebody could be either married to somebody or dating somebody who almost feels like your meekness was a weakness for them. Like they was tired of being the strong one in the relationship and they really needed you to finally speak up. Like they finally need you to say something. Like, yeah, somebody really needed you to unlock your potential. Like finally speak up and say. They almost feel like they just was like, okay, they was holding on to something and just kind of felt defeated. Almost like, okay, when are they going to fight for me? When are they going to say something? When are they going to, that's almost how, that's it. Almost like these energies feel like they won. Yeah. Yeah. These energies almost feel like they won. Somebody felt like a fool. So, like I said before, you all have already won with your gifts. And, but you gave something way too much time. Yeah. Gave something way too much time. So somebody's definitely learning how to take their power back. Yeah. And a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. Your gifts. A lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. So this is powerful, right? And your meekness, like I said before, your meekness is your strength. Your meekness is your strength. But you're learning how to not overthink things. When you know that people are lying on you, you're learning how to not overthink things. You're learning how to close out cycles sooner. When you know people are lying on you, you're learning how to close out cycles sooner. You're learning how to be more assertive, not aggressive. So in other words, when you know that people are lying on you, and it is evident, and I'm talking about when you know for sure that people are lying on you, you are not taking your time to overthink, because in that short window of time when you know people are lying on you, it literally can cause someone's death. Literally. Somebody could die. Somebody you love could die, end up dying. And that's what's hidden in the judgment card, death. Because somebody overthinking something. Yeah. Because all of these swords are in somebody's back. They sitting at home depressed, swords in their back, because people talking about you and them, just non-stop. They just can't stop themselves from just obsessed with talking about you and somebody else. Yep, enemies. So that's what Source is trying to tell you, is like you're learning how to unlock your potential. You're learning how to unlock your potential. So no longer doing an injustice to you and somebody else by overthinking something anymore. You're unlocking your potential. There's no life insurance policy that can pay you. It's not even worth overthinking something. There's no such thing. There's no life insurance policy that could replace a loved one. I don't care what anybody says. These people out here just ridiculous with that mess. So it says at this point you got enough information. You got enough information at this point. Speak up. You don't need to say nothing to these betraying, backstabbing gossipers. What you need to do is say something to this energy right here. It's like, I know what they're up to. You need to make a decision right now. If they little kids, somebody need to get to the courthouse. Refrain. This is happening for me, not to me. Because if they little kids, it could be causing so much anguish, like so much mental anguish. If they little kids, all of this, just craziness. Got people walking around on eggshells. The moon in, I think the moon is in Capricorn. It affects. When the moon moves to the zodiac sign, it affects various parts of our bodies. It affects the backbone. It affects the joints, the knees, the skin, the hair. Yeah. You'll be closing out a cycle. You'll definitely be closing out a cycle. Definitely be closing out a cycle. These two energies. These two karmics have been such an open book. They have been so emotionally immature about them getting over on you, Cancer. These two energies have been talking about you so bad behind your back to family, anybody that'll listen. Literally just been so, it's like they celebrated, like they just celebrated so soon about getting over on you, making you look like a fool. They basically told everything they did. That's why Source is saying it's going to be a gift for you. That's why Source is saying this is happening for you, not to you. That's why it's time for you to take action. New moon in Aries. It's like somebody just literally walked over to you and handed you a big fat check. Literally. These two energies brag so much about making you look like Boo-Boo the Fool. It's like a big light head, and you on top of it. It's literally like a big fat sunlight just shine on something like to you. Just crazy. I ain't never seen such arrogance in my life. These two karmics, they talked about sacrificing you. It's almost like somebody could not hold it in. Just how proud of themselves, of just how stupid they made somebody look. That's sad. That is really, really sad. As big-hearted as you have been to these loved ones to do what they did. Yep. Luck is on your side. So, like I said, it's time for you to aim higher. Time for you to aim higher. These energies, and it's a small world. It is really a small world. People know people. You've spoken very highly of these energies, and things are flowing to you like water. So unlock your potential. Now you understand why I keep saying keep your vibrations high. Don't say one negative thing about anybody. Not one. You don't have anything bad to say about anybody. That's how you know that's when you know you've closed out a cycle properly. You have resolved something within yourselves. You have resolved something within yourselves. You have forgiven yourself for being an overgiver. It is okay that it's okay that you have a big heart. You love deep and you love hard. That's what all this air is for. See all these swords right here? That lets me know that somebody was an overgiver. You gave people too many chances to keep stabbing you in the back. That's generational. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you may hear your grandparents say, "Oh, you know, I can't." Sometimes you may hear sometimes you hear your grandparents or maybe great grandparents, or sometimes parents may say, "That's okay. They don't know any better." Or I'm gonna keep doing such and such. Or you got to keep loving. Sometimes you may hear people say, "You got to keep loving people." Like almost like if you keep doing good, eventually you keep doing good to good. Keep doing good for people who keep hurting you. Maybe you'll get it back from them or something to that effect, I guess. But this is all the good that's coming back to you. That's what I'm seeing here in the cards. You've deposited a lot of good into the universe. It's coming back to you, Cancer. So, congratulations. Any last messages, Source? Any last messages for my Cancer, Source? But this is a new you. This video is going to be labeled Solar Eclipse. And we have a solar eclipse on 3/29, March 29th. So, yeah, focus on finishing out this cycle strong. Finish out this cycle strong. Be very, very focused on closing out this cycle. We had a total lunar eclipse. You totally let go of that old you. Be totally focused on this new you resetting. A new you. Where everybody who is still connected to you sees that there has been a change in your personality. A positive change in your personality. You are balanced out. No more overthinking. Pray about it. Get some clarity from Source. However it comes through, make a decision and act on it. There it is. Decision. Lovers. Self-love. Partnership. Deep love. Balance of two together. Union. Duality. Yeah. So this connects us to Gemini. Gemini is rules third house. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is currently retrograde. Early education, intelligence, sibling interaction, logic, reason, communication skills, short trip, hobbies. So yeah. So something is happening here. So something is happening here. So make a decision. Make a decision here. Make a decision here. Make a decision here. This is somebody that you consider, either this is a sibling, like a sibling. It could be a cousin, like a sibling here. Somebody that's like family to you. It could have been somebody you have kids with that was at one point like family. But make a decision. You have enough information to make a decision. Something is happening for you, not to you. It's happening. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's happening for you. Somebody has a very lusty energy who is ruthless. They have been ruthless towards you, and sources saying they were not afraid to be ruthless towards you. You should not be afraid to cut them off. So 5, 6, 7, 6. You won something. You won. You won. You won in more ways than one. Somebody has been wanting to be you for a long time. And you gave them one too many chances. Somebody was walking and they had help. They had help. Somebody who wanted to pit you all against each other. It could have been somebody's aunt. It could have been, if it was an ex-love interest you have kids with, it could have been because we're talking about spirits here. If it was a person you had kids with, it could have been their person that they're with right now, that was a secret enemy of yours, who were trying to pit y'all against each other because they were jealous. It could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. If it was a sibling and your parents had an issue with you and they wanted to put a sibling against you and wanted to sacrifice you because they had an issue, that could be somebody. Could have a narcissistic parent. It could be anything, anybody, but luck is on your side. So some people counted your gifts out, but voila, you won again. Like I said before, so it's just saying, yeah, 8 of Swords. Yeah, somebody tried to entrap you. This is a destiny swap. They don't even know the heck you had already been through. They tried to swap destinies with you, but it did not work. I knew this was a destiny swap. They were trying to swap destinies with you. Lord, have mercy. But something is closed out. Your patience and hard work, and your perseverance. This was a destiny swap. 3 of Swords. Yeah, somebody worked with somebody that you love. They had they could not move on from heartbreak. Couldn't move on from heartbreak, some kind of loss that they felt with you, some kind of divorce, some kind of grief or suffering, or some kind of surgery somebody had. Somebody was talking about something. Lord, So anyway, 8 and 3 is 11. 11 means stop thinking about this, get off the fence, and now you're enlightened. You're about to be enlightened about something. You can get off the fence. Get off the fence. Stop overthinking it at this point. This was a destiny swap. If this is an ex, somebody's family was working with somebody's ex. If it was an ex-friend, somebody's ex-friendship group was working with somebody's ex-friend. Do not be a secret enemy to yourself. Stop talking to all of them. They were nightmares. In the nightmare. That's the 9 of Swords. In the nightmare. Source just cleaned house for you. Source just cleaned house. All right. Like I said, reframe is happening for you, not to you. Somebody has a gigantic heart. A gigantic heart. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with having a big heart, Cancer, but I'm telling you, it's a whole new you. A lot of people saw your big heart, and they took advantage of you being an overgiver. That's the only way I can say it. And there's nothing wrong with being a good person. You deposited enough with these people into the universe. They wore their welcome out. So, wild and wonderful. So, why focus on limitations and realism? Breakthroughs and miracles require no linear explanation or method. Unexplainable and illogical magic happens every day. So, yeah. So, to attract good fortune, Psalm 74. So, somebody may want to put that over their bed, or put it in, keep it in a talisman. So participate. Do not confuse intention with entitlement. These people felt entitled because somebody kept overthinking something, kept overgiving and overthinking. So the entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich, and so are you, right? This is again knowing your self-worth and knowing your value, knowing your self-worth, right? So shine bright. It's never a mistake to give of yourself. That's what I'm talking about. You are giving of yourself. Some will take it for granted, others may take advantage of it, but do not allow bad energies to overpower your light. Keep shining bright where there is hope. Don't believe the past defeats or disappointments will keep you from succeeding. True success grows from the lessons. A hopeful heart never gives up. And so, spark of life, don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for in you lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends upon. The pause is the shift. Your past is now behind you. All you desire is right in front of you. Pause to reconnect with your power and follow the pull of your destiny. And so, exactly as you are. The one who is always dissatisfied with the present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right here, right now, receiving it all. You deserve to receive abundance at full capacity. Believe in your worth and trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you desire. So open up. Open up. Money is coming across your path, but obviously money is not everything. You are money. When I say money isn't everything, I'm talking about paper and coins money. Your self-worth is you are. You are. You are. Source is trying to get somebody to be, if you're going to be with someone, and we talk about this right here, you're going to be with someone, be their helpmate. Be their helpmate. Don't sit there and just be in receiving mode with all of this wealth of inner potential as a light high priestess, and don't light up their world by overthinking. Thinking they should know. That's a gift that somebody has, a psychic gift that somebody has. They're depending on you to lighten their world. They're around enough people, enough hurt people that's keeping them in zombified mode, that's hurting them, that's blindsiding them with lies. Spiritual work, you're a light worker. So here we have exhausted, recharge and regroup, feel financially drained, lacking viable options, wealth, keep up the great work, right? So looking, seeking you will find. So flexibility, be flexible in your methods. Fertility, don't sacrifice family for career. And so here we have public face, gift. Use opportunities that arise, investments, invest wisely. Guardian angel, trust your guardian angel. Somebody's an alchemist. And so duality, don't lose your vigilance. And so moving up, go to the next level, winning. So don't overspend. Don't spend everything at once. Transformation. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Yeah. Sometimes people are afraid of their gifts because of what you see, you know, in there. You don't want to come across as almost paranoid of your gifts, but Source will keep giving you signs in many different ways. Like it keeps coming back around. Like somebody has King of Pentacles, wealth of information. If it keeps coming back around where it's almost undeniable, like the example I gave, like somebody sliding, like leaving a picture on your desk. Like if you feel like, okay, somebody got me demoted at work. You know good and well you're doing a great job. How the heck you get demoted? And somebody says, okay, you don't know who dropped it off on your desk. All you need, okay, oh, it's these two. You had a feeling, but you weren't really 100% sure, didn't have proof, didn't want to say, okay, well, that would be an accusation. But okay, now you got proof, right? So Source is saying, now you got something to work with. Now you have something to work with, right? And so when you got something undeniable, some kind of undeniable proof of something, it's not by coincidence. It's not like somebody set those two energies up. I mean, which happens sometimes when people do you know, entrap people. They do set people up. It's, you know, you got some people who are real dirty like that who do stuff. But in this case right here, so it's just trying to help somebody, you know, with something. You have two karmics that stepped way over a line, and you had a third party who used someone who loves you very much to hurt you and put them in a position of really bullied them, actually bullied them, and got them caught up in a big old mess, caught up in a big old mess. And so source needs you to stop overthinking and take action sooner from now on. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. But of course, you're a prayer warrior. Increase your prayer and meditation life. Ask source for an exodus strategy, and what should you do from now on? How should you take action from now on? How should you assert yourself from now on? Okay, that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. This is your solar eclipse. And like I said before, you don't have to wait until March 29th to be a new you. You can start today. That's why I'm putting these videos up super early. Okay, bye.